Brawl in Cell Block 99 is a 2017 film made by S. Craig Zahler, and it stars Vince Vaughn, who plays a man who is down on his luck. He's just having a rough go at things, so he becomes a drug runner to provide for his girlfriend and their child that they're expecting. And I was completely blown away by this movie. The director of this film also made another movie that I am familiar with called Bone Tomahawk. I really enjoyed that movie as well. And then he has another film, which I own but have not seen yet, called Dragged Across Concrete, which I'm really excited to watch after watching both this and Bone Tomahawk. This movie does depict some extreme violence, so warning there. The world that the movie exists in is very well established, and everything that happens in it kind of makes sense. I want to say that it's a slightly heightened reality. That's what the setting of this movie is. And that's similar to Bone Tomahawk. All the characters are very realized, and you understand everybody's motives really well, and you empathize with characters. Like, even though Vince Vaughn is a hardened criminal, I was rooting for his character the entire movie. I really want to sing Vaughn's praise for this movie. He completely turns into Bradley Thomas, and I just completely believed everything that was coming out of his mouth. Actors like Vince Vaughn, you know, people who kind of like had a shtick and did the same thing a lot, which was comedy films, buddy comedies with Owen Wilson, that kind of thing. It's hard for them to break away from that and to play somebody other than themselves. You know, like Vince Vaughn plays Vince Vaughn in most of his movies. Owen Wilson plays Owen Wilson in most of his movies, you know? And sometimes that works. But in this movie, Vince Vaughn does not play Vince Vaughn. He is the character as far as I'm concerned. He completely it transforms himself. Like, I don't know. I will never be able to look at Vince Vaughn the same way, I guess. The dialogue was great. I was hanging on every line, especially once Vaughn's in the prison and we meet the prison guard. Like, every single word out of his mouth, I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this dialogue is in that Tarantino kind of way where nobody actually talks like this, but I'm enjoying it so much that I don't care. And I want to give Zahler, I'm going to stick with Zahler, I'm locking it in, I'm confident that it's pronounced Zahler. S. Craig Zahler very much has his own style, and I want to see more of his movies, and I think he deserves a lot more attention. I don't want to compare him to other filmmakers and say, oh, he's the next this, or he's very similar to this guy, because he very much has his own style, and I felt while watching this film for the first time, the similar kind of feeling I had watching Bone Tomahawk, so he has a very distinct style. I'm very curious to watch Dragged Across Concrete and seeing if it kind of translates into that, just because I always really like it when you can tell that, you know, it has this kind of director's stamp of quality, or, you know, it has their staples in it, like the way you watch a Hitchcock movie and you're like, this is a Hitchcock movie, or a Spielberg movie, and this is a Spielberg movie. I'm getting the impression that this guy is going to have a very similar, I guess, approach to his movies. I'm not really sure how to word that, but I feel like you know what I'm talking about. The fight choreography is great. The special effects, though unrealistic, are impressive, and they're unsettling. Vince Vaughn breaks some bones, and there's a lot of exposed body parts, internal body parts in this movie that come out looking cleaner or breaking in ways that, even though I'm not a medical professional, I don't think are all that realistic. Like, I don't think they could actually happen, but it doesn't matter because it kind of fits the world that has been created. I really enjoyed the supporting characters. It gets a really big recommendation from me. It's got a great crime story. It's got great choreography. Once you're in the prison, the tension continues to build. Vince Vaughn's motivation for what he wants and how he has to get there are so clear, and the sacrifices that his character has to make just to protect certain aspects of his life are gut-wrenching. You really want to see him get out and succeed, and the movie just creates this cruel environment that makes that nearly impossible, culminating in a climax that leaves you with your jaw dropped. It just makes you kind of go like, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. My rating, my bullshit, this is the number score, its fucking grade is, I'm gonna give it 8.5 cell blocks, out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. Thank you very much for watching this review. Check out some of my other ones. Leave a like if you liked it, or don't. I don't. Fuck it.